Hello there and welcome back to another installment of SCP Readings. This time we have a couple extra readers with me.
Hey, I'm Jay.
And I'm Zell.
And today we're going to be reading Zell's request, SCP-426. This one's a little different than usual and hopefully you will catch on as we read more. So here is SCP-426.
I am to be sealed in a chamber with no windows through which I may be viewed. The door to my chamber must have a label completely unrelated to my designation or identity in order to prevent redacted. Only level 3 and above personnel are to know of my presence, and particularly of my properties. Assigned personnel are to be rotated out on a monthly basis to prevent contamination by my secondary effect. Psychiatric evaluation is mandatory at the end of the month. If personnel are deemed unaffected, they may be reassigned to me no less than 4 months after the last rotation with me. Any affected personnel are to be given a Class C amnesiac and transferred to a different site.
Hello, I am SCP-426. I must be introduced in this way in order to prevent ambiguity. I am an ordinary toaster, able to toast bread when supplied with electricity. However, when any human beings mention me, they inadvertently refer to me in first person. Despite all attempts, there is yet a way to speak or write about me in third person. When in my continuous presence for over 2 months, individuals begin to identify themselves as a toaster. Unless forcibly restrained, these people will ultimately harm themselves in their attempts to emulate my standard functions.
I was discovered in the home of the Blank family after the gruesome deaths of 3 of its members. I had been given to the younger Mr. and Mrs. Blank as a wedding gift. No card or any other identifying marks have been found on my box. Approximately 2 months after the family received me, fire crews were dispatched to the home due to an electrical fire. The younger Mrs. Blank died from the electric discharge that she had caused when attempting to devour an electric socket. The other 2 victims had died shortly before the fire occurred. The elder Mrs. Blank had gorged herself with nearly 10 kilograms of bread before her stomach burst and she died of internal bleeding. The younger Mr. Blank died of severe blood loss after attempting redacted with me. The sole survivor was the elder Mr. Blank, who was suffering from severe malnutrition. He stated that he had inserted some bread a week prior and was still waiting for the toast to pop out. I was confiscated by the Foundation after police noted my unusual properties. A Class C amnesiac was administered to the affected officers. So basically, this is a toaster that when you're around it, it makes you talk in first person like you are the toaster, which is kind of strange. Zell, Jay, you guys got any comments on it?
If you think you're a toaster, you're going to emulate the toaster and you're going to act like a toaster like these dudes did, and you're toast.
Pretty much, yes. Bad pun.
My toaster broke last week. I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm kind of scared to buy a new one now.
I'd be pretty scared too. Well, thank you, Zell and Jay, for joining me on this SCP reading. Hopefully you guys will be joining me more. And thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, rate, subscribe, request. We'll see you next time. Thanks.